The national championships see Margaret Smith of Australia serve to title holder Darlene Hard in the finals, and the red-haired Australian miss is on the way to the championship. It's a hard-fought two-set match that the crowd witnesses, but Miss Hard's play is not good enough against the smashing game of the gal from down under. The Californian pulls closer in the final set as she wins this point, but she's upset by some close calls against her. The final game brings some added drama as Miss Smith flanks Doreen. Here's match point, a point that makes her the first Australian winner of the U.S. women's title. It's all Australia in the men's finals, which has Rod Laver in the far court pitted against Roy Emerson. Laver has won the Wimbledon, Australian, and French championships, and his smashing serves today volley him into the first Grand Slam since 1938. Laver has a heated competitor in his close friend, Emerson, who takes this point in a spirited exchange. However, the crowd is treated to the tennis form of a master. Laver's southpaw serves are packed with dynamite. Laver takes the first two sets handily and drops the third despite some brilliant returns. Emerson serves in the fourth and final set. He's tiring, the strain is showing. As he battles to stay alive, he falls in a brave attempt. Emerson won't say die. Again, he breaks Laver's service in the fourth game of the fourth and final set. Laver is up against a tough opponent. The Grand Slam does not come easily. Emerson is battling right down to the final volley. Emerson serves himself to 40-30 in the final game, but this point was his last. After this exchange, Laver ran up 2 more points, bringing the match to that moment of truth. This is match point. And a new Grand Slam champion. Rod Laver, the tennis wonder, accomplishes a feat that hasn't been wrapped up since Don Budge did it the year Rod was born. Rod Laver, Mr. Tennis himself. James H. Meredith is formally enrolled at the University of Mississippi, ending one chapter in the federal government's efforts to desegregate the university. The town of Oxford is an armed camp, following riots that accompanied the registration of the first Negro in the university's 118-year history. Much of this film record was destroyed when our cameraman, Gordon Yoder, was attacked, but he did salvage pictures of Governor Ross Barnett at the scene. The governor fought the court order long and bitterly before modifying his stand, saying Mississippi was overpowered by the federal government. President Kennedy appealed to the students and to the people of the state to comply peacefully with the law and bring the crisis to an end. Even as he talked, riots were breaking out in Oxford.
Americans are free and sure to disagree with the law, but not to disobey it. For any government of laws and not of men, no man, however prominent or powerful, and no mob, however unruly or boisterous, is entitled to defy a court of law. If this country should ever reach the point where any man or group of men, by force or threat of force, could long deny the commands of our court and our Constitution, then no law would stand free from doubt. No judge would be sure of his writ, and no citizen would be safe from his neighbors.
Nearly 6,000 troops patrol Oxford to maintain order, and arrests mount to more than 200 as smaller disturbances erupt the next day. Former Major General Edwin Walker, who came here from his home in Texas, is put under arrest and held in high bail on charges of inciting insurrection. He was flown to a federal prison hospital as relative calm settled on the town in the greatest crisis the South has faced since the Civil War.